Chatter. I am here with you on this July the 14th, 2024 to recap with you the Love and Marriage Huntsville Season 8, Episode 11, entitled Nell-Raisers. Before I start the recap, though, let me go over what's been going on this particular series. Love and Marriage Huntsville, July the 8th, I want to say, or the 2nd. I think it was July the 8th, that one of the co-stars over there was Kiki Jabbar. Her funeral was this weekend. I was told that her aunt Wanda, the characters over there, Wanda, Marceau, Letitia, were not supposed to show up at Kiki's funeral, but apparently they were there and nothing happened. That was good. There was no kind of fallout or anything. I think she had the biggest and longest. They showed the bishop online. She had one of the biggest obituaries I ever seen. I think it had like 21 plus pages in it with just pictures of the history of her family and, just stuff about her, dedicated pages from her husband and her children. Um, Now that she was buried on 11, was well, she was buried this past Monday, July the 11th at 11 o'clock. I don't know where, but now the big thing is on the shows that first of all, I'm gonna say this. I think the show is just so toxic. The only reason why I look at it is because I started reviewing it, but I'm hoping, I don't know, if there's no season after season 8, I'm not gonna really care. It's just, it's not even the show. It's the behind the scenes with the show. Like when she died, there was people saying that it should, and a statement was released to the public. Miss Wanda had one of her friends do it, who was also a content creator, who they said the relationship between this content creator and Kiki was not good, you know. And I think everybody looked like people who had done things that did not go well, or either not pointing a finger at other people or trying to distance themselves from any confusions that was causing. I don't know, this thing's just so out of control. And the only thing I'm wishing for and I pray for is that her children and her husband recovers. um it's sad. She's 42. I'm 58. She's 42. So she died real young to me. So I don't know, this show was not good to me, and even this episode to me wasn't that good. So let's start. Okay, so we still at Nell house in Nell's house with her. I like how she called her husband Fletcher, and his name is Chris, but Fletcher's his last name. And the kids are there, and she's still adamant about how she not having therapy and that she don't need tools, that they need tools, and once they get that shit together and get them some boundaries, then she be able to handle her business the way she's supposed to. She don't need therapy. All y'all need therapy. Well, I do want to say this, Miss Now, I used to be very much kind of like you when it comes to that, the control of the control of my family, or the one who when shit go wrong, even the ex-husband came. I mean, the husband would come to me, and it is a lot of stress and there's a lot of pressure, but I didn't believe I needed therapy either, but I needed therapy. I'm thinking if everybody else act right, then I could act right. They don't work that way, and it's obvious that you do need counseling because when he showed up, I forgot his name. When the counselor showed up, you was doing the most talking, but you don't need no counseling. You wouldn't shut up, just cutting the counselor off, cutting off your son. You need counseling. You need counseling. There you go. There ain't nothing else behind that. So Marcel's at Black. He's supposed to be meeting Tisha's husband, Low Talker, the one that's messing with Ken of her. Um, he's supposed to be meeting her husband, who is his name is Mariello. I don't know what the fuck his name is, but he cute. So I was trying to figure out when I was watching the two of them talk, how the fuck they know each other? Because and even if they do know each other, why does Marcel get to talk to him to tell? He's not the counselor. He's not a marriage counselor. Why is he telling this dude what he should have did and what he shouldn't have done? Granted, some of the shit he said makes sense. He did leave his home and his children. What do you expect? You left. The husband left. What do you expect? And then you left, but you don't want anybody else over there raising your kid. So you was only concerned to me about the little girl, the daughter. You didn't say nothing about the son. So does it mean that the oldest boy is not yours? Is not Tisha's husband? I don't know. I don't get it. So then I found out how they know each other. They know each other because the guy used to work with Marceau at the movie theater when he managed the movie theater. So that's how they know each other. So he asking this dude all his personal business. He's like, is y'all the guy tells them now I heard Low Talker say that she hadn't even started no paperwork. But this guy says her husband says that they are legally separated. So he said, so the husband said he didn't realize that he really didn't have no empathy because he had never lost anybody in his life before. So when Tish needed him, he just wasn't there for her. He said, I didn't know that I wasn't a person that didn't know how to express empathy, so I didn't know. So he said he couldn't handle, being so close to where they at, so that's why he moved to Atlanta. He said he can't stand Ken picking up his kids and they going places. And we saw pictures with them together. Now, if I can't stand a dude being with my kid, I just ain't gonna be around. I mean, I'm just saying, I just ain't gonna be, or my kid ain't gonna be around. So Marcel said, when love ain't enough, and you got a problem with people being around your kids have to be enough for you. But I don't think I really agree with that because I think kids need to see healthy relationships. Kids need to see that husbands and wives are sexual, not having sex, but they touch each other, that they intimate, that they kiss and they hug. And if you still stay married to your wife for the sake of your kids, you don't think your fucking kids figure that shit out? They know when people is home not happy, when people in their home are not happy. So I don't know. I really wasn't feeling all that. I think he should, if he was gonna leave and he didn't want to be, he said he loved her, but I don't think it don't sound like he in love with her. Sounds like he should get a divorce, and I think that's what he get ready. I think that's what he was telling Marcel he was gonna get ready to do. So we had that going on. Then we have what's that? Wrong page. Wrong page. Hold on, y'all. I'm coming. My pages is mixed up. Um, it really wasn't that much. Okay, we got so he was sitting there. So while he talking to Marcel, he said, Ken would be texting her. That's that his that Low Talker didn't start. The husband was saying that Low Talker didn't start going to the gym until she met Ken, and she was there all the time. And she said she was just telling him, most of somebody I met at the gym. Jim, I don't know if he was training her or not, but he would send her text messages in the morning and shit. And he really, really had a problem with it. So Marcel said, well, you need to just really consider this. How upset are you if your daughter is sitting on somebody else's lap? And he said that the reason why you getting Marcel was telling him the reason why he's getting the behavior that he's getting is because he's the one that left, like he don't give a like he don't care. And they said she didn't them leaving you and them kids moving on ain't got nothing to do with the kids. That's all. They doing what they see you do. You left, they leave. You ain't they don't see you doing nothing about it. They ain't not gonna do anything. So then we see Mel visiting Nell, and they haven't seen each other in a long time. And Mel is sitting in her backyard, completely overdressed, with that denim and silver, black and silver, with them high heels and shit on, like a long ass wig. Girl's too hot. I'm just saying. Because Miss Nell, like, she got on some little kitten heels, some little flat ass ugly sandals, and that dress look alright. I don't like that belt in the back. But she telling Mel I didn't want her to do counseling. She don't need no counseling. Just need them to leave her money alone and this and that and other thing. And I was glad that Mel was honest with her. Although she talked to her like she retarded, like she a little kid. You know, your temperature, your blood pressure goes up. You're a little bit hypey. So, sometimes it's good just to have somebody to talk to now. I think that you should talk to the counselor. So now I was like, all right, but she still got by herself and said, I ain't talking to no goddamn body. So Mel said, even if she, Nell was saying that they just leave her alone. She could stop crying about her money. And Mel was telling Nell, I'm sorry, that she could that this having therapy can help her balance that, find a balance. So, when they started talking to the counselor, Nell lost her fucking mind. She was like, I already tell you that what's the shit you get ready to see when you see it, and you still I don't want to hear that shit. And his brother, son Lance, was like, you be cutting me off. I want to talk to you, and she cut him off. And she said, yeah, y'all make me look like I'm the goddamn bad guy. And yep, and that's how y'all family work. Your family work like this. You the high heels, so they don't want to come and tell you shit because they can't tell you shit. So they tell him, knowing that you will go tell her, tell Nell. And the same thing happens in this counselor's house. I forgot this guy's name, but he says that's the same thing in his house. His kids won't come tell him. They'll tell his wife, and his wife will have a conversation with him about it. And I think that's normally how how it works. And it could be different for each parent. I think my son would probably come, my oldest one would come talk to me about something before he would talk to his father. But my daughter will go talk to her father, and shit, he may or may not come talking to me. That all depends on if I gotta have something to do with it. But I think they'll need counseling because she act a fool up in that family therapy that they had. She just really need to get her shit together. I don't know. I don't have much to say about this. I was surprised that I did see Mel in this episode, right near to the end. We got a taste. We saw Mel. There's a lot of people missing from this one. I didn't remember. I don't remember seeing Maurice or Kimmy in this episode, but it ain't like they was missed. I'm just saying this is probably not one of my favorite episodes. This not one of my favorites. It's too much shit to go on behind. If I could stop running into the shit on YouTube, I might be able to do it better. But I mean, even I was watching this morning. I think Miss Wanda, after everything kind of the funerals and stuff are over, she came on and did a live, and I swear, I think she said she was gonna come on Sunday and tell the truth, and let the whole truth out. And I was like, man, let that shit just die. Just let that shit go. Miss Kiki gone. Her kids and husband still here and have to live and have sustain her memory. Just let it stop. I think all of us should stop. The creators just raising havoc on each other and what this one said and that one said and this one did. I don't know. I just feel sad that that lady's no longer here. And I feel bad for her children who got to still sit around and listen to grown ass people do crazy shit like this. So listen, you could have been anywhere in the world, but you was here with me for 14 minutes and 22 seconds, and I love it. Have a good Sunday. Bye now.